نلتقي اليوم في ملتقى.
We meet today at Abu Dhabi Strategic Debate in its first edition. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, peace be with all of you. I'm pleased to welcome and address you today at the 10th Abu Dhabi Strategic Debate, which has become an annual platform that gathers elites, policymakers, and experts to discuss issues and shifts in the regional and world orders. Abu Dhabi Strategic Debate contributes qualitatively to analysis and foresight, and thereby enhances Abu Dhabi's contribution to the strategic dialogues which are focused on regional and international politics. Our 10th edition of ADSD is convening under the theme Old Politics in a New Age. This year's gathering focuses on the ongoing regional and global geopolitical trends, including critical transformations, turmoil, changes, and highly effective and disturbing uncertainty in areas such as economy, security, militarization, power distribution, new alliances, the growing great power competition, and also unconventional challenges. Distinguished audience, around 10 years ago, the Emirates Policy Center was established, and it embarked on a journey filled with ambition. It was a very heartfelt moment for me. It was a moment filled with ambition and passion to make a difference in methodological work, which has been conducted by think tanks and research centers in our region. EPC remains keen to empower by sharing applied knowledge and accumulating expertise and foreseeing and modeling the future through an open and global perspective, and by employing scientific methodologies to assess and analyze the regional and international shifts, and also to predict their impact on the world and the region. We do hope that our edition of ADSD this year will represent a qualitative addition to this trajectory. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, the new age is still unfinished in terms of its main characteristics, and there is continuous controversy among experts, researchers, and diplomats about the final format of this new world order. It is taking shape amid a transitional period characterized by division, reluctance, and the inability of great powers to employ their potential in solving the many conflicts, crises, and challenges which have been exploding globally, and also agreeing on the new rules of this new world order in the raging war in Gaza. We are facing an intricate crisis that surpasses the local dimension to the regional and international one. It transcends security and military dimensions to the humanitarian, legal, and political elements, and even further than that. We have witnessed unilateral polarity in a new age where we witness how middle powers and non-state actors are playing influential roles in shaping realities and events. The impact of the war in Gaza is no less than the war in Ukraine when it comes to the importance of questions by observers about resetting facts on the nature of the transformation in the world order and its emerging nature, and also the shifts in the regional strategic environment and the map set forward by the main players and their new priorities, and the challenges facing the value system and global concepts of human rights. It also opens the question in terms of response standards to open an unpredicted crisis, and also about the risks they pose to de-escalation efforts. On the broader picture, there are more challenges and crises, and on the other hand, we have fewer solutions. There is randomness and selectivity in the way and the extent to which great powers are committed to their responsibilities in the international arena and in preserving peace and security. Meanwhile, and while the objective is to restore respect for politics and diplomacy and international conventions and coexistence, this is the need of the hour, and we still raise questions about the growing impact and influence of middle powers in shaping the global landscape and de-escalation. We also look at the increasing role of mini-multilateralism, the new term mini-multilateralism, in redefining the blocks and partnerships at the geo-economic basis in the first place, and also the impact of technology and artificial intelligence in redefining states' power and their status in this new age. Ladies and gentlemen, as much as the new age carries opportunities and also ambitions, it comes with a host of challenges and responsibilities. However, the gap still exists between the new era and the old international and regional policies. Amid wars, conflicts, divisions, populism, identity politics, and also opposite narratives, the rifts between the rich and the poor, and the emerging threats which all continue to persist. Therefore, therefore, we see that the leadership criterion under such circumstances is the ability to provide solutions and put forward more alternatives and generate additional common interests and also reiterate the need for independence and how it is should be far more vital than the temptations or maybe illusions of self-sufficiency and building barriers and the desire for domination. Therefore, self-security is basically collective security. And without both of them, projects to connect ports, railways, telecommunication, and data networks between countries and continents will continue to face fundamental challenges, political challenges actually, in the objective to enhance regional integration, enhance the advantages of globalization, and advance human life. This is a reminder for all of us of the continued geopolitical impact on the geoeconomics. Thus, there is a need to enhance collective action on multiple fronts to achieve better levels of sustainability, stability, comprehensive security, developmental justice, and human dignity. Distinguished guests, the world is changing at a pace never experienced by humankind. We have entered a new age of competition in the field of artificial intelligence and data and finding ways to use them in an unprecedented leap across all fields. It looks like another nature of humankind, standards of progress, and movement of history due to the qualitative and rapid incorporation of artificial intelligence, data, science, and digitalization in the different aspects of our lives, and also in running public and private issues. This situation will widen the gap between the haves and the have-nots, and between those who are prepared and those who are not. Therefore, collective action and the efforts of the United Nations organizations are crucial in achieving technological and development justice. Just as there is a call for climate justice, it is clear that technological justice is closely linked to the pursuit of climate justice and also fighting against global warming. Our generation faces the climate crisis and the increasing extremity of natural phenomena, and it is also our responsibility to develop remedies for these challenges. Distinguished guests, our dear guests, the UAE's approach to domestic and foreign policy is rooted in embracing positivity, optimism, flexibility, and rapid adaptation. Pessimism may stifle initiative, whereas optimism encourages proactive efforts, with the familiar phrase being, "it is possible," rather than impossible. This approach does not pretend to be flawless. However, it strongly emphasizes that collective action is no longer an option, it is an absolute necessity. However, the quest for opportunities is inherently connected to bearing the costs and taking risks. Therefore, the UAE has consistently demonstrated a first mover advantage, as often emphasized in management and marketing disciplines. This proactivity and willingness to take the first step is evident through its initiatives, such as forging broad strategic partnerships with major international powers and emerging economies, and also launching a regional reconciliation with Iran and Turkey, and withdrawing from Yemen, and signing the Abraham Accords, and establishing relations with Syria, and proactively preparing for a post-oil age. To bolster the UAE's competitiveness in trade, investments, and logistics, and also infrastructure and quality of life. As a result of this approach, the UAE's economy has grown to approximately half a trillion US dollars, facilitating access to global markets and serving as a beacon of advanced development in a volatile region. Ladies and gentlemen, our gathering's inaugural session will be dedicated to the UAE and COP28, which the country will host in approximately 2 weeks from now. We aspire for this year's conference to serve as an opportunity to expedite an equitable transition towards creating a future energy system characterized by swift decarbonization, and thereby keeping the 1.5 Celsius target within reach. Achieving this necessitates and requires establishing and forging a comprehensive global consensus to tackle the transition challenges, providing financing and engaging the private sector, and displaying solidarity with developing nations, demonstrating a commitment to shouldering responsibilities instead of evading them, and bearing in mind that nature is our most powerful ally in the battle against climate change, as stated by the COP28 presidency. On day one, our discussions will center around crucial global issues, including Russia's war in Ukraine, on the international order, and how it reshapes that international order in the future, and the trends in global geo-economic competition. And also, we will cover the high-tech's influence in shaping the new age, the significant events unfolding in the Gaza Strip will be a central topic of discussions on the first day, as we will explore the questions regarding the regional and international ramifications of the Gaza war and the obstacles to peace building, the promotion of coexistence and de-escalation, and the evolving dynamics reshaping the Middle East amid shifting agendas projects and visions, a familiar reality in a new age. On day 2 of the ADSD, we will look into the assessing of capabilities and power projections among prominent and global actors and the global military compass, and also providing in-depth analysis of the security trends and geopolitical trajectories that are being shaped in the Indo-Pacific region. Special attention will be given to India's pivotal role in balancing alliances and partnerships in this region. The discussions will also examine the potential for international competition in the resource-rich African continent. It seems that the Gulf region lies at the very heart of this intricate geopolitical landscape. Therefore, on the second day of the conference, experts will explore the Gulf's future and the rising strategic significance of its nations, as well as their increasing influence. They will also investigate how the geopolitics of the energy transition in the Middle East contributes to the heightened competition. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I extend my best wishes to all of you for an enjoyable and productive time at this conference. To our esteemed guests from abroad, I wish you a pleasant stay. Many thanks to all of you for your participation and accepting our invitation. I wish all the speakers and attendees thoughtful discussions and constructive dialogue. And also, by this occasion, I would like to express our appreciation and gratitude to the leadership of the UAE for its continuous support to Emirates Policy Center. Moreover, I also have to thank His Excellency Dr. Anwar Gargash, who has always been a supporter of this ADSD since day one and since the first year of ADSD, and he continues to grace us with his presence in the 10th edition of ADSD. I wish him all the best, and Your Excellency Dr. Anwar Gargash, it's always an honor and a pleasure to have you with us here at Abu Dhabi Strategic Debate. I would like to call upon His Excellency to kindly give his keynote speech. Thank you.